Actually packaged quite nice. Little magnet box. Surprising. I've been wanting these for a while, but the mixed reviews had me hesitating. They are the smoked sequential turn signals for the back bumper. These replace the reflectors that are back there that don't do anything except reflect. I tinted mine, but I want these. They do come with this little wire harness. I'm not sure if it is just going to indeed plug and play or not. I would imagine that this would plug into your taillight plug, and then this would go into the taillight itself, getting its power to the sequentials and then power back to the lights. But I don't know that it actually works out like that. And a concern that everyone has expressed online is the fact that it is much wider here on the end than the factory reflectors are, so this tends to stick out or not seal up properly with the rear bumper. So we'll see if that is indeed the case, and we'll see if there's anything we can do to remedy it to help folks out who want to purchase these going forward. So let's go for it. Essentially, you should just need a flathead screwdriver. If you're not familiar, we are just replacing these guys here. These are just reflectors from factory. I tinted mine because I can't stand bright red, which these are, but we're going to pull these out now. And this is the area where the fitment seems to be the issue, because there's that extra depth to those sequentials. Probably has something to do with the LEDs and the board that's inside those lights. It pushes it out to the edge of your bumper. So I'm not sure if that's going to be something we like or not, but we'll figure it out. So what you need to do is, I wish we had some additional light here, is just pop these guys off. They're hooks, but they're actually just clips also, and they hold this plastic panel on. So let's do it. One. Just pop them out. It's actually easier just to pull everything out. So you take those clips off on both sides of that plastic trim, and then you just pop them off here. So it's been a while since I had this opened up. Check out my sound deadening video from quite a while ago. This makes a big difference. But geez, now this gives you access to all your wiring and whatnot. And reflectors, I think we can actually get to from underneath, but we need to access the wires here. Okay, so just based on the fact that these wires run here to the taillight, we can assume that this is the guy we're working with here. So we just unclip the wire here by pressing in a little tab. You can, very simple. So now we have our guy here. We're gonna want to hook this one to the power, which would be the main side that's clipped to the body of the vehicle. And then we take the little pigtail coming off of it and hook it to the taillight pigtail itself, one-handed, doing our best. Cool. And now we turn on the blinker and just see if it works. Blinker is going. Also, the sequential is going. Sick. So now we know that it works. We know the wires that we're dealing with. We just got to pass everything through and mount these up. So we are underneath the car. This is right directly behind the rear bumper, and you can see where that reflector clips in. So just gonna stick your arm up there, hit the little white tab, and push them out, both sides, and the reflector will pop out. A lot easier if you remember the 10mm bolt in the middle. Take that out first, then the clips. If you do that, she pops right out. You get the wire down, plus it has these heads on it, so you'd have to, you gotta push it up. And really the only place you could do it is run it through this grommet here. And I hate slicing the grommet, but I think we can do it to really not affect it that much. It's pretty stretchy. If we put a little slice in it, we can probably run these little heads up through it. I think that's what we're gonna try on this side. My camera died, so I'm using the phone for right now to finish this up. One thing I didn't think about is trying to feed these guys through here. Not possible. So you do have to slice this harness and then you know, reconnect the wires. So if you have some wire nuts or some wire connectors, the wires are so small it's difficult to even use the red. But I just got them. I got them with some small wire nuts, taped them up good, and then I made sure it works. So it works. So I'm going to show you what we also had to do, because the complaint of these was that they stuck out on the corner, and I got them pretty much flush. Doesn't fit as perfect as I would like it to, you know, pushed in, but it's not terrible, and there's no gap. I can get my fingernail in there, but barely. So what you have to actually do is these little guys, these little, I don't even know what you want to call them. That's what puts pressure on the bumper and this clip. So it holds it tight. So this clip grabs and these put pressure on the bumper so it stays in there tight. You got to trim these down just a little. I've already knocked these down with just a razor blade. Just knock them down a little bit. It allows the light to get closer to the bumper, but do it a little bit at a time and test fit it, and it'll pull this corner in. I also did these just to pull the whole thing in a little bit tighter, and then when you put the screw back in on the backside, it'll suck it in even more. So it's unfortunate that this is so big, but I don't think there's any way around it. I thought about opening it up and seeing if there's anything I could do, even just, you know, kind of taking a pie slice out of this portion, so it would allow the lens to squeeze in, but that's just so much work when you can just trim these down and it'll squeeze it in tight enough to where there's no gap. Now for this one, we're probably gonna have to pierce this grommet here, which is on the right inside here. There's no grommet that goes down on the inside like we had over on this side. So we'll pierce that, let the wires run over to the sequentials. Easy enough, but again, you do have to slice this. So what I would do is slice it about right here. Gives you plenty of wire to run back up into the trunk, and then you can always zip tie it or trim it if you need to before you connect them. All right, so just make sure your signal is oriented properly, and then we're just going to feed the wires through here. Pop it in tight. Yeah, this one's even better. I'm happy with this one. The other one I probably could have trimmed a little bit more. So this little grommet here I was talking about, I just took a little razor blade and made one little slice right there. So we'll feed the wires up through this grommet and they'll stay safe. They won't rub on anything, and we'll wire everything back up in this direction. Just like that. Okay. All right, this looks janky as hell, but that's what we got right now. So prepare yourself if you're going to do these. Get some very small wire connectors so you can cut these in half and then you know, reconnect or essentially splice them back together. So that's what we're dealing with. It'll work. I just tested it. So now you take your little pigtails here. This is the tail light blinker connection right here. Undo that, and it's pretty self-explanatory. There's one male end and one female end, and that's how they go. So you can see this one plugs there, boom, and this one clips, boom. So the only thing you have to think about now is that you have this dangling wire and you don't want it to vibrate. So what I did on the last one is just kind of fed this through the zip tie up here. And there you go. Now you have all this extra wire. Wire tie goes a long way. That would secure your jumbled mess up here too. Just kind of connect them up here and you're good to go. Alrighty, just all buttoned back up. Let's test them out. Sick. Pretty easy installation, guys. I'm sure and confident that you can handle this on your own. If you do have any questions, I'll leave them in the comment section below. Happy to help you as best I can. Make sure you have small wire connectors, and make sure you have tools to cut and strip wires, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Pretty much all you need. 10mm socket and small ratchet too. We'll help you get those lenses out, or the reflectors out, but that's about it. Very, very easy installation. Shouldn't take you more than half an hour or so. Don't forget to trim those little nubby guys too to help push that lens back in tighter, get you a little better fitment. But I'm pleased. Pretty cool addition. Only 50 bucks. Link in the description below. Well worth it. Thank you guys very much for following along. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Good stuff coming.